Alrighty, how's everybody doing tonight?
Very good.
Excellent, excellent. Well, welcome to the Ready Network corporate overview meeting here this evening. Thank you guys so much for coming out. You guys know, as always, I always like to thank you guys because I know how busy everybody is. So I appreciate you guys coming out. I'd like to welcome all the folks out there watching on the Facebook Live. I know we have a lot of folks from all around the country that are going to be watching tonight. We do some shout outs later because we have some folks that are going to be logging on. I know we've got some folks out there in Albuquerque watching tonight. We got some folks out in Lubbock watching tonight. So we're welcome everybody from all around the country. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Donnie Diori. I'm the CEO and founder of Ready Network. And tonight we're just going to kind of talk about Ready Network. We're going to talk about the amazing products that Ready Network offers, and we're going to talk about the amazing opportunity that is Ready Network. So, and then we're going to watch a little PowerPoint presentation, which is just going to kind of talk about all of our products and the opportunity and how we can just get involved with this incredible opportunity that is Ready Network. But first, I always like to start with talking about how Ready Network came about. Why did I decide to start this company? Why did I decide to get into a company that is with prepping and survival and emergency preparedness and all of this amazing gear and stuff that we do here at Ready Network? Well, it started back in 2004 when I was living here in South Florida, and I got stuck in a series of hurricanes that came through there. And I found myself without power and clean drinking water for about 15 days. Okay, now normally you think, okay, power outage, storm, not that big a deal. You can ride it out and everything will be fine. But 15 days without clean drinking water, no access to ATM machines, no access to gas stations, no access to supermarkets and food, and it becomes a crisis very quickly. And I found myself in that situation. I found myself waiting on lines for FEMA. I found myself waiting on line for Red Cross, for hours. 4 hours online with FEMA to get bottled water. 4 hours online for the Red Cross to get sandwiches and MREs and stuff like that. And the biggest thing that I noticed while I was there, not the fact that it was searing heat and 100% humidity and just having to stand there for hours, but that there was thousands of people there with me. There was probably 1,000 people in front of me, and I don't know how many thousands of people behind me, all trying to do the same thing: get some food, get some water. Eventually, I made my way to Home Depot, and I waited online for 4 hours for a generator. Then I had to wait for another I used 4 hours because it felt like 10 hours. But I think it was between 2, 3, 4 hours to get some gas cans. Then I had to go wait online at the gas station, which definitely was probably being conservative when I said 4 hours. And I got to the front of the line, and they only let me fill up 1 or 2 cans, even though I had bought 4 or 5 cans because they had restrictions on how much you could buy. So the whole thing was a nightmare. Okay, and it becomes real very quickly when you don't have clean drinking water. Okay, the food is one thing, because you can grill out, you can barbecue, and you got maybe some canned stuff in the cupboard, and you can probably stretch that out for a week or so. But once the water stops, then you start to think, okay, now what? What am I going to do now? So that started me on my journey to become prepared, to become self-sufficient. Okay, I learned sometime later what the word prepper meant, that I was a prepper. Somebody came up and said, "Oh yeah, you're a prepper?" I was like, "I don't think so." Okay. I've grown the beard since then, so I don't know. Maybe now I am a prepper. I don't know. No, but I said, well, not really, but but then I guess I realized, well, yeah, I guess I am. I guess I am a prepper because I'm preparing so this never happens to me again. Okay. So I started me on my journey. Okay, a journey that I quickly realized was not going to be an easy one. Okay, I figured I'd roll down to the Bass Pro Shop and I'd get a shopping cart, I'd pick up a few things, head home, and I'd be good, right? Maybe get a few cans of tuna, shove them up on the shelf. Not quite. This turned into a situation where, I spent thousands of dollars, hundreds and hundreds of man hours searching online, going to what felt like a million different websites, buying all this stuff, and all these junk packs and all this stuff came to my house, and I realized, okay, this is worthless, and opened up the next one, no, this is no good, and open up the next, and just kind of trial and error. Spent, I don't know how many days and months going to all these different stores, Army Navy stores, Home Depot, Walmart, Bass Pro Shop, and just, all these different stores, getting all these little things and getting all this gear. I was exhausted. And I said and then once it was all done, and I thought I was completely finished and had everything I needed, that's when I realized, well, half this stuff is going to be worthless when the next crisis hits. Okay, all the flashlights need batteries. Well, batteries are only good for a certain amount of time, and then they're dead, right? And all this other, things I started realizing were not really what I needed. So that's when I said, you know what? Wouldn't it be great if there was one place that I could go? I could get all the gear. I could do it in the convenience of my home. I could get everything that I needed. And that's kind of when I had my aha moment and said, you know what? I'm going to start this company. It's going to be incredible products. It's going to be affordable pricing. And it's just going to be one of the best companies out there when it comes to camping, hiking, prepping, survival, emergency preparedness, outdoor adventure, just all in one place. Okay? That's what we've created here with Ready Network. As we go through our PowerPoint presentation, we're going to see how we put this whole thing together. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and get started. And I know we usually let Denise take over this part, and I know you guys like watching her a lot more than me because she does a better job. But we have some new slides in here tonight, so I want to just go through some of them, and because we've got some amazing new products that have come in. And then we're going to talk about the Ready Gens, because I know everybody's anxious to hear what the update on those. So we're going to talk about those as we go through it as well. So let's start with, first of all, who is Ready Network? Okay, we kind of touched on a little bit that Ready Network is your one-stop shop for all of your survival, emergency preparedness, outdoor adventure gear. That's who we are. That's where we're going. But we do it in a way where our business model allows us to not just sell you a product, make a profit on it, and that's the end of our relationship. The business model that we've chosen, which is the direct selling or MLM or network marketing, whatever you want to call it, business model. We chose this business model because when we sell you a product, this is when our relationship starts. This is when our relationship begins. Because now we've sold your product, now you become part of our family, part of our community, a community of like-minded people, a community of people that we can all, kind of rely on and lean on in an emergency situation, in a crisis situation, when we need it. Knowing that we've all got the same gear, we've all got the same knowledge, we're kind of all in the same group. This is what we're trying to create, and it's working, just incredible. We've got groups popping up all over the country. We've got our folks out there in Albuquerque. We've got our folks out there in Lubbock. We've got our folks in Arkansas. We've got our folks in Colorado. We've got folks all across the country, of course, all over Florida. We're in 42 states and almost 200, a little over 200 cities right now. So incredible group of Ready partners that we are putting together here with Ready Network. Now, one of the main things that I wanted to do with this company was not just find a way to get affordable products out to everybody, but I wanted to create a way for folks to be able to create a residual income, to create a part-time home business, something that they could start doing on the part-time that would start to develop a residual income, not to replace their full-time income, but just to kind of supplement it. So they now have a way to earn some extra money so they can use that to purchase survival gear and all the other products that we offer here at Ready Network, because I get it that it's expensive to do these things. So if you've got a way to generate something that pays for all this stuff, how great is that? Now, what's going to happen is there are going to be a lot of folks who get involved with Ready Network, and eventually it could potentially replace their full-time income. They'll eventually be making so much money at their part-time little home-based business with Ready Network that it'll just start to grow and get bigger and bigger and bigger, and could potentially eventually surpass their full-time income, which is fantastic. And then, of course, there will be folks who will become the next $1 million earners in network marketing will be part of this company. So it's an incredible opportunity. This is the reason why we decided to go with this business model over just a regular retail. Now, why be ready? Why is it so important to be ready? Well, unless you've been, just in a coma for the last several years, all you have to do is just kind of turn on the TV, turn on the radio, get on the internet, talk to your neighbors. You'll see that there's been all kinds of tragedies going on all across the country. Okay, it's not just been isolated to, say, Florida. Okay, it's going on all across the country. The wildfires in California. I mean, it's just endless. There's mudslides, there's lightning storms, and just all kinds of things. It's funny because a couple of weeks ago, I was just having a conversation with one of our folks out in Albuquerque. And I don't know if you guys know, but I used to live in Albuquerque. I lived in Albuquerque for around 13, 15 years, somewhere around there. And the entire time I lived there, I think the power went out maybe, twice. Okay? And it's funny because I was having a conversation with this person, and while I was having the conversation with the person, the power went out. and they were having a series of severe storms, and so the power went out, and it's happened a couple of times since then. So it's really just one of those strange things that just happened. But it's important to be ready because the storms that are coming and that are across the country and around the world for that matter, they're getting stronger. They're lasting longer and they're more frequent. Okay, we're in a cycle that this is a trend that is going to continue for many, many years. All of the experts agree that the storms are going to be stronger, more frequent, and last longer. If this was the only reason to be ready and be prepared, it would be reason enough. Okay? If you take into the economic situation and you take into consideration the fact that it seems like every other week now a new currency is collapsing, there's some scary stuff going on out there. Okay? There's military conflicts, seems like are popping up new ones every day. There's so many different things that could happen that could cause a catastrophe that would put us in a situation where we needed to be ready. We need to have extra supplies, an emergency plan, just in an emergency. Even if it's a weekend without power and drinking water, right? You want to be prepared for that. You want to be as less inconvenienced as possible for yourself and your family. So this is what we've done. And I put a few slides up here so we can just talk about it. I mean, just to look at Hurricane Harvey and Hurricane Irma and Maria, we're talking thousands of people died in the United States from these storms. Okay? We're talking millions of people, 6.5 million Floridians evacuated. 6.5 million of your friends, families, neighbors, colleagues, co-workers here in Florida had to evacuate or bug out. Is that my phone doing that? Yes, it sure is. Sorry. Had to bug out. Okay? Because has anybody ever heard the term bug out bag? Right? What is a bug out bag? It's an evacuation pack, basically is what it is. 6.5 million people in Florida had to bug out or evacuate their homes. How many of those 6.5 million people would have loved to have had the #1 bug out bag in the world? Right? All of them? How many of those folks even know Ready Network exists? Probably almost none of them. We're going to talk about that later as well. What an incredible opportunity and what an incredible timing it is to be getting involved with a company like Ready Network right now. Now, solar is a big part of what we're going to be doing here with Ready Network. And I'd just like to add this slide up there to see, why is it so important to have some solar power, some backup solar equipment? Well, it's obvious if the lights go out. So we just kind of put together a little chart of different reasons why the lights could potentially go out, or what would cause the lights to go out. And there are so many different things. There are, solar flares. There are, EMP attacks, and just, grid failures, and so many different things that could cause the power to go out. Now, a grid failure could be just an overload of the system. How many times have you guys heard about rolling blackouts, in California, and just that, and they're happening more. It's not just California. It's just a simple matter of arithmetic. You take X amount of people, you plug them into the grid, and you use X amount of power. The grid can't handle it all at the same time. So you keep adding more people, more power. The grid and you're not upgrading the grid to handle it, you're going to have power issues. Okay? There are plenty of books and plenty of studies, and it's probably one of the worst kept secrets in U.S. is how bad shape the power grid actually is. Okay, you got Ted Koppel writing books, you got experts, you got environmentalists, you've got engineers, all coming out and they're all saying the same thing. The grid is in trouble. Okay? At any moment, something could happen. Something could trigger a situation where all of a sudden you're in the dark. And this is not a new phenomenon in the United States. This happens all the time. It's happened in New York, it's happened in California, it's happened in Chicago, I mean, it's happened here in Florida. I mean, so this happens. Okay? I think it was New York that was without power for what, almost 30 days? This is years ago. We're going back now. Okay? But could you imagine living in Florida and being without power for 30 days? Nightmare. Okay? No cold beer, no ice cream, right? It's crazy talk. Okay? But no air conditioning. It's just, you know, you want to have the ability to have solar power, to have backup power in case of an event like that. So solar is very important. Now, we're going to talk about the Elite Ready Backpack right after this slide. But real fast, before we start talking about it, I just want to kind of bring up that outdoor recreation, outdoor adventure, camping and hiking is one of the largest employers in the entire country, if not the largest employer in the entire country. Okay? We have 2018, 47.2 million people went backpacking. Okay? That's a lot of people going on the outdoors. We've had $4.5 billion spent on camping, hiking, outdoor gear. Okay? Out of those 47 million people and that $4.5 billion spent, how many of those folks would you have to contact to have in your organization to have a successful part-time home-based business? Not a lot. Not a big percentage. Here's the thing. You now have the opportunity to offer them the same gear that they're buying now at an incredibly low price. Okay? Same gear, much better price. Now, here's the one thing that I like to mention about the Elite Ready Backpack. Not only is it the coolest backpack out there, hands down, okay? Anybody who sees it says, you know, wow, yeah, I want one of those, right? But it has a dual function. And there's no other bug-out bag out there on the market today that can make this claim, okay? You've got the #1 emergency preparedness kit, hands down. You've got the #1 bug-out bag available on the market today, but it also doubles as the #1 camping and hiking pack, period. There is no other camping and hiking pack out there that even comes close to the Elite Ready Backpack. Think about that. You buy one of these other, you know, bug-out bags, you take it, you put it in the garage, you put it in the closet, you put it in the truck, you never look at it again, unless there's an emergency. If there's never an emergency, we hope, it just sits there collecting dust. With the Elite Ready Backpack, you can use it. You can use it all the time. You can take it out, you can go camping with family, with friends. You can you know, go on weekend hiking trips and just have a good time with it, go on an outdoor adventure with your family. You've got your entire campsite in the pack. You've got your tent, your sleeping bag, your water purification, your fire starters, your insect repellents, your lanterns, everything. Hatchet and knife combos, machetes, the whole 9 yards. In there. You have a great weekend trip with your friends and families. You pack it all up, you put it back in your pack, you take it home, you hang it in the garage, you put it in the closet, whatever you do with it, knowing that you've got the #1 emergency preparedness kit sitting there in case you ever need it. This is an incredible pack. You're getting 2 for 1. Now, let's talk about the Elite Ready Backpack. Okay, for those of you who have not had a chance to see it, did I go too far? Oh, no. That stupid notification up there. Thanks, Mike. The Elite Ready Backpack is an incredible 65-liter outdoor camping pack. Now, why did we put our our emergency kit in a backpack? Okay, well, because we wanted to make it a bug-out bag as well. So you can bug out with it or you can bug in with it. If you're bugging out with it, it just makes it easier to carry. Bugging in with it, same thing. You can move it around the house very easily. Now, it's packed with over 40 high-quality camping, hiking, prepping, survival, emergency preparedness items. It's got everything you need in it. It's got multiple ways to purify water, multiple ways to start fires, hatchets, machetes, lanterns, first aid kit, a real first aid kit, machete, hatchet, knife combo, and on and on and on. Everything from zip ties to playing cards with survival tips on it. It has everything in there. It covers all the bases. Best part of it is none of the equipment in it requires batteries. Everything either solar powered or rechargeable. Even comes with a solar folding charger. So you just open up your solar folding charger. You plug in your lanterns, your flashlights, your cell phones, your tablets, your laptops. You can charge up whatever you need with it. So why is this important? Well, it's important for several reasons. One, you reduce weight. Imagine having to carry around, 2-year supply of batteries. Right? Who wants to do that? But with this, no batteries. So you can use your equipment over and over and over and over again. Incredible piece of equipment. Okay? We like to call this our gear, the gear portion of Ready Network. In our store, we add new products every month. We add at least one new product every month. Okay? As we grow and as we get bigger, we're going to add more products. We'll add 4 or 5, we'll add 10 or 20. Eventually, we're going to have thousands of products. Everything you see at these big outdoor retailers, the Bass Pro Shops, the Cabela's, these type of places, we'll have all the same stuff that they have. Maybe not so much on the fishing, maybe not so much on the hunting, but we'll have all of the other gear that these folks have. Okay? Right now, we've got, I don't know, maybe 100 or so products in our store. So that's the first piece of the puzzle. The next piece of the puzzle is our nutritional products. Okay? Our lead product in our nutritional products is our Cafe Utopia. Now, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on Cafe Utopia because anybody who's tried it already knows, so I'm kind of preaching to the choir. But for the new folks who haven't had a chance to try the Cafe Utopia yet, for those who don't know about it, this is probably the only true survival coffee on the market today. Okay? Now, why are we calling it a survival coffee? Are we just trying to, so it fits with what we do? No. It really is a true survival coffee. Let me tell you why. We start with 100% select Arabica coffee beans. We grind them up, we roast them, turn them into this delicious instant coffee. Then we infuse into it nootropics and adaptogens. These are some of the best nutrients for your body. Okay? So it's actually not a coffee, it's actually a nutritional supplement is what it is. And we add it to a coffee because it's incredible for you. Now, what are nootropics? What are adaptogens? What do they do? Well, I'm going to read it right off the label, not just as a memory jogger, just because when I read these things off the label, it actually does what the label says. Okay? Weight management, mental clarity, enhanced memory, mood and happiness, increased energy, reduces cravings, stress management, immunity boost, anti-aging, longevity, performance, and endurance. Can you see how any of these would come in handy in an emergency situation? Right? Mental clarity, enhanced memory, mood and happiness. Right? You're cool, calm, and collected. You're focused, which means you're in control. You're in charge of the situation. When everybody else is running around and panicking, you're focused. You know exactly what to do and how to do it. Okay? You've got increased energy, your stress management, your immune boost. Incredible product. Now, I could spend the next hour just talking about Cafe Utopia. Okay? This is a phenomenal product. We knew it was going to be a great product when we introduced it. We never realized how absolutely, truly remarkable and amazing and incredible the Cafe Utopia is. Okay? If I asked everybody to put up their hands, everybody in the room who has tried the Cafe Utopia and has had some positive result or knows somebody who hasn't had a positive result, it'd be almost the entire room. Okay? So you guys are out there on the camera, you can't see that, so it's kind of, we get testimonials every single day on the Cafe Utopia. Okay? I got 3 today, okay, just in the last couple of hours. Some of our Albuquerque folks, as a matter of fact, they're loving the Cafe Utopia out there. And it's always the same thing. The sentence always starts with, wow. Okay? What is in there? Okay? Because you get that immediate burst of energy, that immediate focus, that immediate mental clarity, and their day just goes so much better. So many benefits. We get so many stories from all walks of life. Okay? From college students to like Mike's mom who's in her 90s. Okay? So many benefits, so many different folks, so many different uses, so many amazing stories with Cafe Utopia. If you haven't had a chance to try it, ask for a sample. We'll get one out to you right away. Just one of many products that are going to be in our nutritional line of products. Now, the next addition to the family is our Prep Store Pantry. Okay? This has been a long anticipated, there should be like a drum roll or something, but this has been a long anticipated product that we've been working on for over a year. We finally got the first batch of it out, and we've got more coming in next month. We finally got the first few recipes out. Okay? I don't know what I did with them. I'll put them over here. So, premium dehydrated food, long-term storage food. I don't think I really need to explain why it's important to have long-term storage food, okay? Unlike me, who the first thing I did when my emergency plan was I went and bought a whole bunch of canned soup and a whole bunch of canned tuna, and I had sardines, and I had all this stuff, and then I realized, you know what? I don't want to have to eat tuna and sardines for the next year, okay? You can only eat so much chicken noodle soup before you want to blow your brains out, okay? So I decided we've got to have real food. Okay, we're going to have real food that tastes good, that is good for you. So not that other stuff that you see on the market, that they sell it, that this all comes from the same company, and it just doesn't taste good and it's not good for you. Okay? We've created a product here with Prep Store Pantry that is fantastic. Okay? It tastes good, it's good for you. Okay? Has anybody had a chance to try it yet? Okay, good. Okay. I don't know about you guys, but I crave the chicken teriyaki. In fact, this is what I'm having for dinner tonight, because I know I'm going to get out here late, so this is going to be my dinner tonight. I had the sausage and egg white omelet for breakfast this morning. So, it's good. It tastes good, and it's good for you. So, long-term storage food, this is just the beginning. This line of products. The next line of products will be like the number 10 cans, and we've got a completely, vegetarian, organic, gluten-free line that's already in development. So we're going to have an incredible line of food products when we get finished with our Prep Store Pantry division of the company. Incredible products. If you haven't had a chance to take one and taste it yet, pick one up on the way out or go online and order one, because good stuff. Now, the next piece of the puzzle, if you will, precious metals. Okay? A lot of folks ask me, well, precious metals, why precious metals? Gold and silver? People don't realize how important it is to have precious metals. When folks ask me why, the first thing I ask them is, well, do you have insurance on your house? Yeah. Do you have insurance on your car? Right? You've got insurance on your, on your health, right? You've got insurance on your teeth, and you've got eyeglass insurance. All these different insurances. You can get insurance on your windshield, right? You've got all kinds of different insurances that you have. Do you have any insurance for your money? People look at me and they go, no. Is there such a thing? Well, yes. It's precious metals. Okay? Because when a currency is collapsing, and just look at any one of these countries that have been, their currencies have been collapsing recently. Look at Greece. Look at Cyprus. Look at Argentina. Okay? Look at Venezuela. Look at Turkey. Okay? Turkey's lost almost 40% of the value of its currency in the last year. Okay? Look at India is having problems now. What is the first thing that the citizens do? What do? They run out and buy as much gold and silver as they can. Why is that? Because when the currency is collapsing, when hyperinflation is kicking in, precious metals are going to go through the roof. We are at a unique point right now where we can buy precious metals at bargain basement prices. Okay? We're almost at 10-year lows right now on precious metals. This is garage sale prices at this point. Okay? This is the best way to protect yourself against a financial crisis. Now, why? Why is that? Okay? Well, let's just say, for example, we use the the U.S. dollar. Okay? A lot of people say, well, this could never happen here. 2008 wasn't that long ago. We dodged a huge bullet there. Okay? The Great Depression wasn't that long ago. And we don't even have to go back that far. Just look at the 80s. Right? The late 70s, early 80s. 19% interest rates on mortgages. Anybody remember that?
Yeah.
Right? 19% interest rate on your mortgage? So it wasn't that long ago. Right? prices go through the roof. Okay? All of a sudden, your precious metals will be, $14, $15, $16 an ounce, whatever it is. As soon as something happens to the currency, the first thing that happens is the precious metals will go through the roof. Okay? They'll dip a little bit, with the stock market once the paper, gold and silver, starts to fizzle out, and then they'll go through the roof. Okay? So your paper is going down here, your metals are going up there, insurance. Now, why are we talking about this? Well, because when you join Ready Network and you become a member, you get your own personal, private wholesale bullion club website. Essentially, we're making every single one of our Ready partners a bullion dealer because they're buying it at cost, true cost. Okay, not this, I saw it online so you get the best price ever. No. Okay, we blow their prices away. We have precious metals dealers who join Ready Network and become members just so they can buy precious metals from us. Okay, incredible prices. We pass that along to you guys. It's not a profit center for the company. We do it as a perk because we are so passionate about getting precious metals out to all of our members. So you kind of see how it's all coming together, right? It's a one-stop shop. You've got your bug-out bags. You've got your camping and hiking packs. You've got your gear. You've got your nutritional products. You've got your long-term storage food. You've got your precious metals. Now we want to talk about our solar. Okay? Our solar division is going to be incredible. We're going to have one of the largest lines of handheld solar devices out of any company. Okay, what is a handheld solar device? Well, it's a solar mag light, it's a solar fan, it's a solar flashlight, solar radio, solar chargers, just anything that you can slap a solar panel on that could be considered like a handheld or household device, we're going to try to create it. We've got a bunch of products in development now in that solar division. Okay, rechargeable devices that don't require batteries. The next phase is our Ready Gens. Okay, our RG2000 and our RG3000. Okay, these are game changers. These are going to replace those loud, noisy, stinky gas generators. Okay, you all know the ones I'm talking about. If you live anywhere in Florida that's been through a storm, or anywhere in the country that's been through a storm, you know what I'm talking about. You've got those gas generators, they're loud, they put out all those deadly fumes. Unfortunately, every time we have a serious storm here in Florida, you always hear about how somebody passed away because of the fumes. It's very sad, it's tragic. Ancient history, this technology. Just think about it for a second. We're going to look back years from now and go, imagine we used to stack, gallons and gallons of gas and pack them in our garage. What were we thinking? Right? Oil, spark plugs, forget it. Okay? People come around and they try to steal them. Right? They know you have it because it's out there humming away. Okay? With the RG2000, the RG3000, you just sit there right at the foot of the bed. No fumes, no noise. You plug in your air conditioner, your TV, your fans, your lights, your radios, computers, whatever you want. You got one in the kitchen, you plug your refrigerator into it, whatever you need. The best part is, when they run down, you just pop your solar panel outside, you can recharge them, and you can use them over and over and over and over again. Right? How amazing is that? Okay? No gas, no oil, no fumes, no spark plugs, none of that nonsense. Ancient technology versus the game-changing technology of the RG2000, RG3000. And then, of course, we're going to take this to a whole new level with our whole home systems, which will be coming shortly. You'll be able to power your whole home, off the grid, battery backup systems. We'll have, systems that will be able to, do commercial, hospitals, police stations, whole community, street lights, the whole 9 yards. We're going to develop this system as we move into the future. Now, we wanted to do a little comparison chart because, we're not the only company that sells generators. Okay? The #1 selling generator in the country right now is the Gold Zero Yeti. And they have a 3000. Okay, we've got an RG3000, well, they have a Yeti 3000. So we just kind of wanted to do a comparison to what's out there. The Yeti is a 1500 watt continuous power. The ReadyGen RG2000 is 2000 watt, and the ReadyGen RG3000 is the 3000 watt continuous power. Okay? The max surge on the Yeti is 3000. The max surge on the RG2000 is 4000. The max surge on the R3000 is 6000. You kind of see where we're going here with this, I think, right? It's much more powerful. They all come with a nice cart to pull them around. The Yeti is going to cost you an extra $5.25 for a panel. The RG2000 and 3000 come with a solar panel. That's a nice little additive. Total price $3,500. Our retail price on the 2000 is $2,200. Our Ready Partner price $1,699. Ridiculous, right? Okay. 3,000 watt retail price is $29.99. Our Ready Partner price $24. It's $1,000 less than the #1 selling generator, and it's twice as powerful. Incredible piece of equipment. Now, we didn't even talk about the Elite Ready backpack, and I tend to breeze over this, and I get yelled at all the time because my Ready Partner's like, you didn't say how much the Ready Pack was. Well, it's worth talking about because like our Ready Gen, the prices are incredible. Like our wholesale precious metals, our prices are incredible. Like our long-term storage food, our prices are incredible. Like our Cafe Utopia products, prices are incredible. Just a quick note, I forgot who did it, I think it was Rob, but he went down to GNC and he compared how much it would cost to buy a bottle of nootropics and a bottle of adaptogens, to take those every month in a pill. It was like $180 a month. For the same exact thing you're getting by drinking a cup of coffee for the $49.99 for the Cafe Utopia. Incredible price, okay? The Elite Ready backpack. Other companies sell comparable backpacks that kind of get close to the Elite Ready backpack for $2,500, $3,500. That's the closest one that you can find to the Elite Ready backpack. Now, if you went to Cabela's, Bass Pro Shop, one of these type places, and with the list of products that are in it, say, hey, put this together for us, no problem. They can do it. You can go walk down there right now with the list and say, let's go shopping. They'd be happy to take you around the store. You're going to spend $1,300 to $1,500 to duplicate the Elite Ready backpack the way it sits. We know because we've done it. Okay, many Ready Partners have done it. This is what the Ready Partners tell us after they do this little experiment. So yeah, we got about halfway through the list, and we were ready at $1,000. $499.95 plus your tax and your shipping. $500, under $500 for the Elite Ready backpack. Okay, so you're walking out the door the first day when you become a member of Ready Network, saving $1,000. This is an incredible company with incredible products and incredible opportunity. Okay, our compensation plan is one of the best compensation plans in the industry. It gives you the ability to earn your money back in your first 30 days. It gives you the opportunity to build a residual income and potentially earn $60,000 in less than 6 months. Think about that for a second. You can join today, you can purchase a product, you get the business for free when you join. All you have to do is purchase a product. Build it for less than 6 months and make $60,000. How incredible is that? Now let's talk about how we do that. Okay, real quick, we're going to kind of go over this. For this example, we're using the RG2000, okay, the ReadyGen RG2000. When you join, and this circle up at the top, that's you. Basically, it's everybody, that's me, you, that's your guys' position, that's your home-based business. All you have to do is introduce the Ready Network products and the Ready Network opportunity to 3 people. 3 people, that's it, who understand and get what we're doing. Do you guys think you know 3 people who could use one of these Elite Ready backpacks, one of the best emergency preparedness kits in the world? The best camping and hiking pack available on the market today, right? I think we all know 3 people. Do you know 3 people who drink coffee, right? I mean, that's kind of a silly question. Of course we do. Okay. Do you know 3 people who could use one of these generators? I think we probably could all find 3 people that would want to use one of these generators to protect themselves and protect their families. For this example, RG2000. We share it with 3 people we know. We do that in our first 30 days. We make about $1,100. Okay, so if we bought the ReadyGen as our product, we spent $16.99. Well, our first 30 days, we make back $1,100. Not too bad, right? That's a good return on investment. ROI, that's a little accounting term, return on investment. So, what do we do our second one? Do we have to go out and find a bunch more people? Well, no. We just work with those same 3 people. We say, hey, how would you like to get your $1,100 back too? You would? Great, let me show you how. Do you know 3 people who you think would want to use one of these generators? Most of the times they're going to say, sure, yeah. Like dad would love one, my cousin, my buddy I go hunting with all the time, he'd love one, right? So you help them do the exact same thing that you just did, then you make about $1,500. So now all of a sudden you've got your money back and you're ahead of the game. So in your second month, you're already at a positive income. How's that for starting your own business, right? Has anybody here ever started their own business before? Yeah. How long does it take you to get that initial investment back? 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, hopefully, maybe never, right? In your second month, you're already in the positive. That's an incredible compensation plan. Now, let's take it out one more month. Let's go into our third month. Okay, in our third month, now we have got to go out and get more people now, right? That's the whole thing with network marketing. Got to go out and get more people, got to get more people. No. You just work with those 3 people who helped get their $1,100 back and say the same thing. Let's help those folks all get their $1,100 back also. So you do the exact same thing with them. Now, if you do this in your first 90 days, the company is going to give you a little recognition bonus. Okay, remember how I told you earlier that we're all, passionate about getting precious metals out to everybody? Well, we're going to give you $250 worth of silver bullion ready coins just for accomplishing this in your first 90 days. Okay? Our company is going to be known for giving away, okay, not selling, giving away in bonuses more precious metals than any other company. We've already given away, I don't want to say a ton, but a lot. We've given away a lot of precious metals in the last 18 months since we've started this company. A lot. Okay? Incredible opportunity. You're going to make about $4,000, including that bonus. I don't know. Anybody here use an extra $4,000 a month? Right? It's a nice little part-time gig. Okay? You do it part-time. You do it from your house. Here's the best part. What is it that you're doing? Think about this for a second. I'm helping people get prepared, right? I'm helping people protect themselves and protect their families. This is what my part-time gig is, helping people. I mean, this is great, and I can make some money on the side doing it, and I potentially can make $4,000 a month. This is a great company. This is a great opportunity. Now, how much of that $4,000? Now, all of a sudden, I can buy all the survival gear and long-term storage and precious metals, right? All of a sudden, it's not that big a deal now because now I've got this little part-time thing going. Very cool. Now, we'll take it out one more month, okay? Because we want to kind of see where we start to go. Remember I said earlier, you can make $60,000 in less than 6 months. In this particular case, in a perfect world, we're 120 days in, we're 4 months into the business, and again, we just enrolled 3 people. We shared our Ready Network business and our Ready Network opportunity with 3 people, and we helped them do the same thing, and we helped them get their $1,100 back, and we helped them do it with the folks that they enrolled in the business. But now something really, really cool happens. When you hit this level in the compensation plan, it opens up a whole new level of bonuses to you. We call them our life-saving bonuses. The first bonus is $50,000. $50,000 is a bonus. What did you do? You shared your ReadyGen with 3 people, right? Got your $1,100 back. Okay, you helped the folks that you shared it with get their $1,100, and so on and so on and so on. You did this for a few months. You worked really hard at it. $50,000 bonus. And we also make your car payment for you. People say I breeze over that too. They don't realize, they tell you got to talk about that. It's important because, again, we recognize you. We say you're doing a great job. You're out there, building your business. You're helping people. We're going to make your car payment for you up to $500 every month. No more car payment. $50,000 bonus. We add all that up, it comes to a little over $60,000. $60,000. How cool is that? In less than 6 months. Incredible compensation plan. Helping people be prepared. Helping people protect their families. Now, this is a perfect world. Okay? And this will happen for a lot of folks. Okay? But what if it takes you a year to get there, right? Oh my goodness, I couldn't get everybody to do exactly what he wanted to do. It took me a year. Could you use $60,000, an extra $60,000 in a year from now? Right? Think about that, how cool that is. Now I've now got a little home-based business, okay? I've got this little, ATM machine in my house, but all I have to do is just share these amazing products and share this amazing opportunity, and it's going to start generating this residual income for me. It's going to start creating long-term wealth for myself and my family. If it takes me a year to get there, okay. An extra, I love that word, extra, right? An extra $60,000, like there's ever such a thing, okay? An extra $60,000 in a year from now. Now, we took it out one more month only because Joe made us do it. I throw you under the bus every time, but he wanted to see what would happen if we went out one more month under the same scenario. So we took it out one more month, and it's almost $185,000. Okay? Because you hit the next level in the bonus, which is $150,000. Then the next level from there is $250,000. The next bonus after that is these two of my favorite. The first one is what we call our Silver Throne. It's $450,000 in silver bullion coins. And then the Granddaddy bonus. And folks, you won't find this in many other network marketing companies, is $1 million in gold bullion ready coins. Okay? $1 million in gold coins just for sharing. Now, we've made the bar to hit these bonuses very reasonable. I don't want to say we made them easy because that's not true. Okay? We didn't make them easy. You're going to have to earn them. But we didn't make them impossible either. Okay? You can ask any other person who's been in network marketing before to take a look at our compensation plan, and the first thing they say is, wow, that's incredible. Okay? We had a good friend of mine who's been in the network marketing for a long time came to me and said, hey, Donnie, our company just added $1 million bonus to our compensation plan. I heard you had one in yours too. I said, yeah, we do have one. He says, well, let me tell you about mine. He says, you get there, you got to build it, you got to do $850,000 a month in volume, and then once you finally hit it, you have to keep it for 5 years, and then they give you $1 million. I was like, wow, that's great. That's great. It's a great bonus. I'm glad your company did that, and I hope you hit it. Okay? I didn't, really get into it with ours because I knew he wasn't coming over. He was too excited about his. But with ours, it's $150,000 in volume, and as soon as you hit it, you start getting paid. You don't have to wait 5 years. You don't have to wait 2 years. I mean, that next month, you start getting paid on that $1 million gold bonus. Incredible compensation plan. Okay? These numbers are not impossible. I have friends that are in the industry, close friends of mine who work in network marketing. It's all they do. They've left, multi-million-dollar incomes to become network marketers. Why? Because they're making $1 million, $2 million, $3 million a month working in network marketing. I look around the room today, and I work with all you folks around the country, and I see you guys, and I see that you understand what we're doing here. The fact that you guys understand how early you're getting involved in this company. This is truly a ground floor opportunity with this company. And as I look around the room, I see the next $1 million earners in network marketing. And these folks are sitting in the room today with us, and they're watching on the live stream on the Facebook Live today. That's our presentation for today. Thank you guys so much for coming out. I really appreciate it. I just want to remind everybody that Thursday, we do a free training here at the corporate headquarters. Feel free to come down at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. For those folks of you that are around the country, we are going to start putting out training videos. So look for those pretty soon. We'll be making an announcement. Saturday morning at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, we have the same type of presentation here at the corporate headquarters. We don't live stream it, but you're more than welcome to come out. And Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, we do a corporate overview call, just like the one we do on Monday, for those folks that are on the West Coast. So don't forget to get on any of those, and please get with the person who introduced you, who took enough time out of their busy lives and busy schedule to think about you, to try to help you be prepared and help you prepare your families. Get back with them, answer any questions you may have, pick up some of our new Prep Store Pantry products, get a sample of Cafe Utopia. Thank you guys so much for coming out. God bless, and everybody have a great evening. Thank you so much.